Seniors, let's have a heart-to-heart. Do you have a sack of potatoes tucked away in your pantry or sitting proudly on your kitchen counter? I'd bet good money the answer is yes. For generations, potatoes have been the backbone of American kitchens, from fluffy mashed spuds at Thanksgiving to crispy fries at a summer barbecue. They're the ultimate comfort food, versatile enough to star in any meal, whether it's a hearty breakfast hash or a cozy baked potato slathered with your favorite toppings. But here's the real kicker. Potatoes aren't just delicious. They're a nutritional powerhouse that can keep you thriving well into your golden years. Picture this humble tuber as a treasure chest brimming with goodness. Potatoes are packed with potassium, which keeps your blood pressure steady like a well-tuned engine. They've got vitamin C, a little spark of energy to keep your immune system humming, and fiber to keep your digestion running smoothly. For centuries, potatoes have fueled farmers, families, and even soldiers marching through history. Modern science backs this up, showing potatoes can stabilize blood sugar, support heart health, and even help you maintain a healthy weight when prepared the right way. It's no exaggeration to call potatoes a superfood, a simple spud that can nourish your body from the inside out, keeping you vibrant and strong. But here's where things get tricky. Most of us are making everyday mistakes with potatoes that either strip away their health-boosting powers or, worse, turn this wholesome food into something that could harm us. Whether it's cooking them wrong, storing them poorly, or pairing them with unhealthy toppings, these habits quietly undermine the potato's potential. You might think you're eating a healthy meal, but you could be missing out on key nutrients or even putting your health at risk. That ends right now. In this video, we're diving deep into the 6 most common mistakes people make with potatoes and, more importantly, showing you how to fix them with practical, easy-to-follow tips. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly how to prepare, store, and enjoy potatoes, so every bite delivers maximum benefits for your heart, digestion, and energy levels. You'll be armed with the knowledge to make this humble vegetable work like a natural medicine in your body, supporting your vitality and helping you feel your best. So grab a pen, jot down some notes, and let's unlock the true power of potatoes together. Let's dive into the first mistake, and trust me, it's a big one. Mistake number 1. Frying potatoes in unhealthy oils. Who doesn't love a plate of golden crispy fries or a sizzling skillet of hash browns? It's practically an American tradition. But frying potatoes in the wrong oils can turn this nutritious gem into a health hazard faster than you can say, pass the ketchup. Imagine you're frying up a batch of fries in a pool of vegetable oil. Canola oil, or worse, reused grease from last week's cooking. It smells heavenly. But here's the problem. Those oils are often highly processed and packed with unhealthy fats that can wreak havoc on your body. These oils, like canola or soybean, are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. Now, your body needs some omega-6s, but too much is like pouring gasoline on a fire. It sparks inflammation, that silent troublemaker linked to heart disease, arthritis, and even memory fog, all of which hit seniors harder. Studies from the American Heart Association show that diets high in these processed oils can increase your risk of cardiovascular issues by up to 25%. That's not a number to ignore when you're trying to keep your ticker strong, but it's not just about inflammation. Frying at high temperatures, above 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius, is like sending the potato's nutrients into a bonfire. The heat destroys antioxidants like vitamin C, which act like tiny bodyguards protecting your cells from damage. It also breaks down the potato's fiber, which helps keep your digestion steady. Plus, frying soaks the potato in extra calories, sometimes doubling the calorie count of a baked potato. For seniors watching their waistline or managing cholesterol, that's like adding extra weight to an already heavy load. Let me share a quick story. My neighbor Tom, a spry 68-year-old, loved his daily fries. He'd fry them in whatever oil was cheapest, thinking he was treating himself. But he started feeling sluggish, and his doctor warned him about creeping cholesterol levels. When he switched to baking his potatoes and using a drizzle of olive oil, he felt lighter, his energy came back, and his cholesterol numbers improved at his next checkup. That's the power of a simple change. So how do you fix this? Swap those processed oils for heart-healthy ones like olive oil or avocado oil. These are rich in monounsaturated fats, which are like a soothing balm for your arteries, helping lower bad cholesterol without spiking inflammation. Better yet, skip frying altogether and bake or air fry your potatoes. Baking locks in nutrients like a sealed vault, and an air fryer gives you that crispy texture with just a whisper of oil. If you must fry, use a small amount of olive oil over medium heat and don't let it smoke. That's a sign the oil's breaking down and losing its benefits. Think of it like choosing the right fuel for your car. The wrong oil drags you down, but the right one keeps your engine purring. By making this switch, your potatoes stay a health hero, supporting your heart and keeping inflammation at bay. Mistake number 2, eating potatoes with the skin on. Without washing, potatoes come straight from the earth, and that's part of their charm. But that dirt clinging to their skin? Not so charming. Many folks assume the potato's thick skin acts like a fortress, keeping the inside clean, so they skip washing, especially if they're eating the skin for its fiber and nutrients. But here's the reality. Unwashed potatoes can carry dirt, bacteria, and even pesticide residues that you don't want anywhere near your plate. Imagine a potato as a rugged hiker who's been trudging through muddy fields. That hiker's boots are caked with grime, and if you don't clean them, that dirt gets tracked into your kitchen. When you handle an unwashed potato, that grime transfers to your knife, cutting board, and eventually the potato flesh when you slice it. Harmful bacteria like E. coli or salmonella can sneak in, and for seniors with sensitive digestion or weaker immune systems, that's a gamble not worth taking. A study from the CDC noted that unwashed produce, including potatoes, is linked to thousands of foodborne illness cases each year in the U.S. Plus, unwashed skins can taste gritty like biting into a sandy beach, ruining the flavor of your dish. Then there's the pesticide angle. Most commercial potatoes are treated with chemicals to protect them from pests, but those residues can linger on the skin. For seniors with chronic conditions, these chemicals can add unnecessary stress to your system over time. It's like inviting a tiny toxin to dinner every night, not a great guest. Here's a quick anecdote. My friend Clara, a 72-year-old gardener, used to toss her homegrown potatoes straight into the pot without washing, thinking the dirt was harmless. She started noticing stomach cramps after meals. When she began rinsing her spuds thoroughly, those cramps disappeared, and her meals tasted cleaner and fresher. It was a small change with a big payoff. The fix is as easy as pie. Rinse potatoes under cool running water before peeling or cooking. If you're eating the skin, which is a great choice for its fiber and potassium, use a soft vegetable brush to scrub off stubborn dirt. Pat them dry to prevent mold during storage. If you buy in bulk, give the whole batch a quick rinse before storing, but make sure they're completely dry to avoid spoilage. It's like giving your potatoes a quick shower before they hit the table, ensuring they're clean, safe, and ready to deliver their full nutritional punch. Mistake number 3. Storing potatoes in the fridge. Potatoes look tough, like they could sit anywhere and stay fresh forever. But storing them in the refrigerator is a common mistake that can sap their flavor, texture, and nutrition. The fridge's cold, damp environment is like a soggy basement for potatoes. It encourages sprouting and turns their starches into sugars. That makes them taste oddly sweet and mealy, like a dessert gone wrong. Those green sprouts aren't just an eyesore. They produce a compound called solanine, which is like a warning sign from the potato saying, "I'm not at my best." In large amounts, solanine can cause stomach upset, nausea, or even dizziness, which is especially risky for seniors with delicate digestion. A study in the Journal of Food Science found that sprouted potatoes lose up to 20% of their vitamin C and potassium, two nutrients seniors rely on for immune health and blood pressure control. Refrigeration also speeds up nutrient loss, like letting the air out of a balloon. I remember my Uncle Joe, a 70-year-old retiree, used to toss his potatoes in the fridge crisper drawer, thinking it'd keep them fresh. He'd complain about their weird taste and how they'd sprout in days. When he switched to storing them in a pantry basket, his potatoes stayed firm and flavorful for weeks, and he stopped throwing out sprouted spuds. Here's the right way to do it. Store whole potatoes in a cool, dark, well-ventilated spot, like a pantry, cellar, or an open basket. Think of it as giving your potatoes a cozy, airy cabin where they can rest comfortably for up to 2 months. Avoid plastic bags or sealed containers, which trap moisture and invite mold. If you've peeled or cut potatoes, store them in a glass container in the fridge, submerged in water to prevent browning, but use them within 24 to 48 hours. For whole potatoes, aim for a temperature around 45 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 7 to 10 degrees Celsius, and keep them away from onions, which release gases that speed up spoilage. It's like storing a fine wine. Treat potatoes with care, and they'll reward you with peak flavor and nutrition. Proper storage keeps their potassium, fiber, and vitamin C intact, supporting your heart, digestion, and energy levels. Mistake number 4, overcooking potatoes until they're mushy. There's an old saying in the kitchen, overcooked potatoes are lost potatoes. When you boil or mash potatoes until they're a soggy, gluey mess, you're not just ruining their texture, you're washing away their health benefits. Potatoes are packed with water-soluble nutrients like vitamin C and B vitamins, which are like little sparks of energy for your body. Boil them too long, and those nutrients leak into the cooking water like money slipping through your fingers. You're left with a bland, less nutritious spud that doesn't do your body any favors. Overcooking also messes with the potato's glycemic index, which measures how quickly a food raises your blood sugar. Properly cooked potatoes have a moderate glycemic index, releasing energy steadily like a slow-burning candle. But overcook them, and they turn into a sugar spike, like a kid bouncing off the walls after too much candy. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that overcooked potatoes can have a glycemic index up to 30% higher than those cooked just right, which can lead to energy crashes or trouble managing blood sugar, a big concern for seniors with diabetes or prediabetes. Let me tell you about my cousin Martha, a 65-year-old who loved her mashed potatoes. She'd boil them until they fell apart, thinking it made them creamier. But she noticed her blood sugar spiking after meals, leaving her tired and cranky. When she started steaming her potatoes and checking them for doneness, her meals tasted better and her energy stayed steady all day. So, how do you cook potatoes perfectly? Boil them just until tender, usually 15 to 20 minutes for medium-sized spuds, depending on whether they're whole or cubed. Test with a fork. If it slides in easily but the potato holds its shape, it's done. Steaming is even better, as it's like giving the potatoes a gentle spa treatment, locking in nutrients without letting them escape. Baking or roasting at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius also preserves flavor and nutrition, giving you that fluffy interior and crispy skin. For mashed potatoes, drain them immediately and don't let them sit in water. It's like letting a sponge soak up all the goodness you want to keep. Treat potatoes like delicate flowers, not bricks you can toss around. Cook them with care, and they'll deliver their full dose of vitamin C, potassium, and fiber to keep your body humming. Mistake number 5, pairing potatoes with unhealthy toppings. Potatoes are like a blank canvas, ready to take on any flavor you throw at them. But loading them up with butter, sour cream, or processed cheese is like painting that canvas with sludge. These toppings pile on saturated fats and sodium, which can clog arteries and raise blood pressure. 2 things seniors need to watch like hawks. A single tablespoon of butter adds 100 calories and 7 grams of saturated fat, while a dollop of sour cream can tack on 50 more calories and a hefty dose of sodium. It's like adding bricks to a wall around your heart, making it harder for your body to stay healthy. I recall my friend Ed, a 67-year-old retiree who loved his baked potatoes smothered in butter and cheese. He thought it was a treat, but his doctor warned him about rising cholesterol and blood pressure. When Ed switched to healthier toppings, he not only felt better, but also enjoyed his meals more, discovering new flavors he'd never tried. So, what's the fix? Turn your potato into a nutrient powerhouse with smart toppings. Greek yogurt is a creamy, protein-packed alternative to sour cream, like swapping a heavy coat for a light jacket. Fresh herbs like chives, parsley, or dill add a burst of flavor and antioxidants, acting like tiny shields against cell damage. A drizzle of olive oil brings heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, and a pinch of black pepper or turmeric can fight inflammation like a knight in shining armor. If you're craving something indulgent, try a sprinkle of nutritional yeast for a cheesy flavor without the sodium overload. Think of toppings as the supporting actors in a movie. They should enhance the potato's star power, not overshadow it. By choosing nutrient-dense toppings, you're turning every potato dish into a health-boosting meal that supports your heart, keeps your energy up, and tastes fantastic. Mistake number 6, eating potatoes too often. Without variety, potatoes are a superstar, no doubt about it. But eating them every single day without mixing in other vegetables is like reading the same book over and over. You miss out on a whole library of nutrients. Potatoes are rich in potassium, vitamin C, and fiber, but they don't have the vitamins A, E, or K found in greens, carrots, or bell peppers. They also lack the cancer-fighting compounds in broccoli or the eye-protecting antioxidants in sweet potatoes. Over-relying on potatoes can leave nutritional gaps, which is a big deal for seniors who need a wide range of nutrients to stay active and healthy. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that diets heavy in one starch source, like potatoes, were linked to lower nutrient diversity and a higher risk of deficiencies in older adults, particularly in vitamins A and E. It's like building a house with only one type of brick. It might hold up, but it won't be as strong or beautiful as it could be. My neighbor Susan, a 70-year-old widow, used to eat potatoes almost daily, thinking they were enough to keep her healthy. She started feeling tired and noticed her skin looking dull. When she began adding spinach, carrots, and sweet potatoes to her meals, her energy soared, and her doctor noted improved vitamin levels at her next visit. The solution is simple. Variety is your friend. Think of your plate as a colorful garden, where every vegetable brings something unique. Rotate potatoes with other nutrient-dense foods like sweet potatoes, which offer vitamin A for eye health, or cruciferous veggies like broccoli, which pack cancer-fighting compounds. Aim for at least 3 different vegetables a day to cover your nutritional bases. For example, pair a baked potato with a side of steamed kale and roasted bell peppers, or swap potatoes for quinoa or cauliflower a few times a week. It's like assembling a dream team. Every player adds strength to keep you thriving. Bonus tips. Maximizing potato power. Now that we've tackled the 6 biggest mistakes, let's go a step further with some bonus tips to make your potatoes work even harder for your health. These are like the cherry on top of a sundae, small tweaks that amplify the benefits of every spud you eat. Choose the right potato variety. Not all potatoes are created equal. Russets are great for baking and mashing thanks to their fluffy texture, but red or Yukon Gold potatoes have thinner skins and more antioxidants. Purple potatoes are like the rock stars of the potato world, packed with anthocyanins, the same compounds in blueberries that fight inflammation and protect your brain. A study in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found purple potatoes have up to 4 times the antioxidant power of white varieties. Mix up your potato choices to get a broader range of nutrients, like switching between jazz and classical music for a richer experience. Cook with the skin on when possible. The skin is where much of the potato's fiber and potassium hide, like the best part of a present wrapped in plain paper. Keeping the skin on boosts fiber intake, which helps lower cholesterol and keeps your digestion smooth. Just make sure to wash thoroughly, as we discussed, to avoid contaminants. Roasted baby potatoes with the skin on are a delicious way to get this benefit. Crispy outside and tender inside. Pair potatoes with protein. Combining potatoes with a lean protein like chicken, fish, or beans is like giving your meal a sturdy backbone. Protein slows digestion, keeping blood sugar steady and helping you feel full longer. A baked potato topped with grilled chicken and a sprinkle of herbs is a balanced meal that supports muscle health. Crucial for seniors staying active. Experiment with spices. Spices like turmeric, paprika, or rosemary don't just add flavor. They're like tiny health boosters. Turmeric fights inflammation, paprika adds a dose of vitamin A, and rosemary supports brain health. A study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that rosemary may improve memory in older adults. Sprinkle these on roasted potatoes for a flavor and health win. Portion control matters. Potatoes are healthy, but eating too many can overload your plate with carbs, like piling too many logs on a fire. Stick to a portion about the size of your fist, roughly 1 medium potato or half a cup of mashed. This keeps calories in check and leaves room for other nutrient-rich foods. Conclusion. Potatoes are one of nature's greatest gifts, a humble tuber bursting with potassium, vitamin C, and fiber to keep your heart strong, your digestion smooth, and your energy high. They've been a cornerstone of healthy diets for centuries, and science confirms they can help manage blood pressure, boost immunity, and even support weight control when prepared right. But as we've seen, simple mistakes like frying in unhealthy oils, skipping washing, storing them in the fridge, overcooking, Choosing bad toppings or eating them without variety can rob potatoes of their superfood status or even turn them against you. The good news? Every single mistake has an easy fix. Wash your potatoes thoroughly to keep them clean and safe. Store them in a cool, dark pantry to preserve their nutrients. Cook them just until tender to lock in their vitamins. Choose heart-healthy toppings like Greek yogurt or olive oil to enhance their benefits. Mix in other vegetables to round out your diet. And don't forget those bonus tips, like picking purple potatoes or adding spices for an extra health kick. By making these small changes, you're turning every potato dish into a powerhouse meal that supports your vitality and keeps you feeling young. Think of potatoes like a trusty old pickup truck. Treat it with care. Give it the right fuel, and it'll carry you far. Neglect it, and it might break down when you need it most. The choice is yours, and the power is in your hands. I'd love to hear from you now. How do you usually prepare your potatoes, baked, mashed, or maybe roasted with a sprinkle of rosemary? Which of these mistakes are you going to tackle first? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else in our community to make healthier choices. If this video opened your eyes to the power of potatoes, give it a like, share it with your family or friends, especially those who can't resist a good spud, and subscribe for more evidence-based health tips tailored for seniors. Health after 60 isn't about chasing fads or quick fixes. It's about making simple, science-backed choices every day, like using potatoes the right way. Stay healthy, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.